What's up, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to briefly talk about Tesla stock and then talk a lot about what Elon Musk is saying on his Twitter page. But just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out my Moomoo link. If you deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. If you deposit $1,000, you're guaranteed 15 in total, not to mention 8.1% APY on uninvested cash. Anyways, now let's talk about the market and Tesla. So just know that as far as Tesla is going, the share price has been trying to push a little bit higher, approaching this previous support, which is now becoming resistance. And we'll have to see what ends up happening after this. But if Tesla breaks this resistance right over here, very close to that 323 area, I believe Tesla could continue to push up closer to 330 and higher levels just like that. Now, Tesla is a stock that could run like crazy, but the question is, can it really run to the tens of trillions in terms of its market cap? What is that going to depend on, and what is Elon Musk saying about that? So, I want to talk more about Elon Musk's Twitter now, and then I'll talk more about the share price later on. Elon Musk is known for saying some very, very bold things about Tesla. His dates are not always going to be correct, of course, but that doesn't necessarily make him entirely wrong because you have to understand, remember that Elon Musk is known for giving us lots of estimates and being very, very optimistic. However, the gist of what he's saying does tend to be correct about Tesla's growth and its potential. And I still believe that there's many reasons to be very bullish on Tesla as a result of that. So Ron Barron, who is a great friend of Elon Musk, is seeing Tesla being worth about $5 trillion within the next 10 years, given the current business plan. That's assuming that FSD does end up working correctly. If they do end up announcing an autonomous technology, which will be used for the robotaxi and factors just like that. But Elon Musk is eyeing about $30 trillion in valuation one day. He didn't really give us a specific date, but he's saying that it's going to be based off the Optimus robot. So, what is this claim? Is this realistic? What is my thoughts about this? The answer, guys, is I think that is always a possibility, right? It's always possible that we do see tens and trillions in market cap one day. However, I don't really like to make predictions that far into the future because there could be so many things we can't account for, right? I don't know what every single regulation is going to be like in the next 10 years. I don't know how soon we're going to be having these Optimus robots and to what extent they scale. We don't know all the details. But once again, it's still possible that Musk could be correct about this, but we don't know how long it's going to take. So, in order for this to happen, we have to first start off with Kathy Wood's prediction. She is saying that um, as far as Tesla is going, we're expecting Tesla to hit about $2,600 a share by the end of the decade, essentially. But in order for this to happen, we need to see the robotaxi being launched. We need Tesla to achieve autonomous technology, and we need to see a lot of these factors come into play. As long as they end up coming into play, she believes that the share price is going to absolutely soar all the way up to about 2,600 a share. Now, this would assume that Tesla has some kind of robotaxi. They have fully autonomous technology, and then on top of that, this will help generate once again, hundreds of billions, if not trillions, in revenue. That is what this is going to be assuming in order for this to really pan out. Now, do we know when this is going to happen? We don't entirely know the exact dates and everything else like this, but that's what's worth mentioning. She believes that once again, without autonomy, if they never achieve autonomy, Tesla's going to have a worth of about 350 a share, possibly even higher than that. Depending on their growth and factors like that. But a lot of the hype and a lot of the reason why Tesla is seeing so many buyers stepping in is because of the expectation that we're going to be looking for a robotaxi. We're going to be looking for AI and a lot of developments, and that's what Tesla investors are starting to just get very excited about. So Tesla, it has growth potential. They're going to see growth based off their sales, their EV sales, and factors like that. But for massive share price growth, for us to hit the thousands, that is going to be less dependent on their actual sales. It's going to be a lot more dependent on AI and the robotaxis. That's going to be the first reason for us to hit these higher levels. Now, she's saying about 2,600 by the end of the decade. Ron Barron is saying about a $5 trillion valuation, which is about $1,600 a share within the next 10 years. So they have different targets, but everyone seems to be agreeing that Tesla will eventually surpass the thousands once we get this technology out there, once we start to see the robotaxi, and at least in itself. So I personally think that Tesla is making a lot of progress, and we will achieve autonomous driving eventually. I believe it's going to come. I'm a very, very big believer in that. And it's been said that if you don't believe in that, then there's no point in being a big Tesla bull or even like trying to hold for the long term, at least according to different investors. But if anything, I think that Tesla remains very, very bullish. And I think that there's a lot of potential in the share price because of these reasons. So, in my view, and from the way I see things essentially developing, I think that Kathy Wood is correct that if they do truly achieve this, we're going to easily see the share price soar to these higher levels. I'm not going to go over the full details, but that's what I'm seeing for the time being. So that's the first factor, right? The first factor is going to be their sales going up, generating more revenue, and then getting the robotaxi out, which would bring the share price up to, thousands per share. Ron Barron is saying 1,600. Kathy Wood is saying 2,600. It could be somewhere in the 2,000s, right? Then how about to hit like $30 trillion in market cap, which is about almost $10,000 per share? How do we get up there? Well, Elon Musk has a prediction. He is saying that the world is going to be very, very different in many years to come. And by many years, I could be talking about many decades, depending on different factors. Who knows how long it's going to take? But eventually, we're going to be seeing more robots than humans, more humanoid, more humanoid robots than humans. That's what Musk is talking about. Um, you know, I think it's a possibility. But right now, we're not in a position to see that. We're not there yet right now. So it doesn't make sense for us to say that with 100% certainty, but it is still a possibility if you look at the way things are going to be shifting. So this is going to have a big effect on employment and factors like that. And if Tesla truly does develop a humanoid robot that is fully autonomous, the Optimus robot, and if it continues to be able to perform tasks and then millions of people all over the world start buying them to be assistants, to help out with many different things, that could generate hundreds of billions in revenue as well, potentially even trillions, according to Elon Musk. And he believes that that is what's going to be another big driving factor. He believes that their robots business is going to be bigger than just the cars business alone. He's essentially saying that. And he believes that this is going to generate not only trillions in revenue, but there's going to be so many investors coming in that Tesla could reach a market cap of $30 trillion in his opinion. Now, honestly, guys, like I said before, I don't know what's gonna happen 10, 20 years into the future. I don't know for sure. So I can't say with 100% certainty that he is correct or he's not correct. We don't know, guys. We don't truly know. But I do believe Tesla will hit thousands of dollars per share over the next decade. I do believe it's going to be achieved because of their AI and other developments. And then maybe in a couple of decades, maybe by 2040, 2050, it's possible we hit tens of trillions in market cap. It's always a possibility, but it may take many decades to get there. Could we achieve, this new phase in the world where we start to see more robots than humans? Maybe it's a possibility, but I just don't know enough about the future for me to truly make that claim. So if you fall into the assumption that Musk is correct about those things, then yeah, we could hit 20 to $30 trillion market cap. Maybe, yeah. But because I don't know, because I don't know so much about the future, I can't truly say that. And that's what my honest view is. Why do we need to worry so much about 10, 20, 30 decades? We know the future is bright for Tesla given what they're attempting to accomplish. And there's a very, very good business plan for many years to come. And I guess, yes, you could say there is potential for us to reach, tens of trillions in market cap, which would take the share price into the thousands, eventually closer to 10,000. But for me to truly say that with 100% certainty cannot be deemed right now. And I think that the best thing to do is just focus on the current roadmap, which is what Ron Barron is talking about, which would take Tesla to about a couple of trillion in market cap in the next couple of years. He could be giving us a very conservative estimate. I think that Kathy Wood's estimate is also very realistic. The bear case is 2,000 a share, the bull case is 3,100, and the expected value is about 2,600 by 2029, which is just not that far away. So for now, we're just going to focus on the robotaxi. Let's see if we end up achieving that. And we're going to take it one step at a time. So I'm not really worried about 30 trillion in market cap, $10,000 a share. I'm not worried about that right now. I'm more focused on like the more shorter term, and we're just going to take it one step at a time, excuse me, as investors and traders. All right. So I hope that's as clear as possible. Could Musk be correct about this? Yes, he could be correct, but like I said before, I just don't have enough information to really say that. So we'll just see what happens in the future. For now, we're just focusing on the shorter term targets. Besides that, Ron Barron has been praising Elon Musk on CNBC. He's saying that Elon Musk is like a machine. He's very sharp. He's a hard worker, and he's a very, very big inspiration. So I just want to say, yes, I do agree with that. Elon Musk, whether you guys like him or not, you have your own opinions. I respect that. But I just want to say that he is a great innovator. The team that he has helped forge with Tesla and the companies that he has helped build are absolutely incredible, and he does deserve credit for that. I believe that we also have to give credit to the engineers, everyone that's involved, all the workers, everyone that's developing AI. So I give credit to the entire, SpaceX and Tesla teams, but I just want to give Musk credit as well for all his achievements. And you have to kind of think about the perspective of how difficult his job could be and how much stress that he may have to undergo sometimes. It's just insane. So sometimes you just have to take some steps back and just kind of think about that, which is why I do believe Musk is deserving of some of the praise that he gets. There's also been some more talk that Musk is talking about involving the Model 3 performance. Tesla has tweeted that it's like a Lamborghini performance at a fraction of the price, essentially. So we had this performance rating that came out from Edmunds, and you guys could see that they gave Tesla some very, very good ratings. They were saying they gave Tesla a 9 out of 10 in terms of its rating. It has very, very fast acceleration, and it got some good ratings in terms of what else it's capable of doing. It could push a quarter of a mile in just 11 seconds flat, which is not bad. It also goes 0 to 60 in just about 3 seconds, which is absolutely insane. It rivals like the Porsche 911 in different vehicles like that. It has fast acceleration. Braking is pretty good with an 8 out of 10. They gave it that. Good steering, good handling, 8.5, 8.5. Then drivability gives it, they gave it about a 9.5, which is not bad. Comfort, they gave it an 8.5. And there's other ratings just like this. But I just want to say that it just goes to show what a success the Model 3 and the Model Y have been. I think they're both incredible. And the Model 3 just has so many improvements to be made. Hopefully, Tesla does give us more refreshes for their other models. I think that's great. Besides that, I've seen some more tweets coming out that Musk has retweeted. He's saying, or at least Tesla owners, Silicon Valley, are saying that don't underestimate the significance of proper winter tires. And yes, Teslas with all seasons handle incredible during the winter compared to the majority of internal combustion engine cars. I agree with that. I think it's very important. Musk also agrees. He said it's true. I saw him tweet about that. He reposted this about how Tesla is getting exposure in Europe and the Middle East. You can see the Model 3 in Austria. So it's great to see Tesla being popular all over the world, especially in Europe. So hopefully their sales continue as time goes on, as Tesla expands. There was also some more claims by Elon Musk. So this person known as Gail, want to give them some credit, has been testing the Tesla FSD on the highway and city streets. And they're saying that it's very, very safe. It's very, very incredible, and it performs better than the average human. And Musk is saying, he made this claim right here, that the version 13 is going to add another, it's going to be 5 to 10 times better in miles between interventions. So he's continuing to say that. I think that it was measured once, and there are people who are saying that maybe Musk exaggerates a bit with that. But it doesn't matter, guys. At the end of the day, Musk is telling us the truth that they are improving FSD every single day, and they're getting closer to autonomy, which is what's so bullish for Tesla. That's what's fueling the share price to go up. And once they achieve that, once we do see their cars become fully autonomous, it's going to be life changing. It's going to generate trillions for Tesla over many, many years. And I think that that's very, very bullish. Um, I did see some talk about politics. I'm not going to talk too much about that. Ron Byrne was also talking about the importance of Doge, about how we need more reasonable regulations than the ones that are in place right now. Yes, so it just goes to show the importance of Musk's role helping to lead Doge, and also why it's going to be very important for us to understand that the work that Musk is doing, working and getting involved in politics, doesn't just benefit the American people. It also greatly benefits, Tesla, and it benefits Musk's other companies. And this could also benefit humanity in a lot of different ways as we continue to innovate and improve our different systems. So he was talking a lot about that, the importance of Doge. I do agree with his claims. I'm not going to go into the full details about those. The same thing was going on right over there. And besides that, I didn't see anything else that was too crazy. Teslas do have very, very great abilities for entertainment when it comes to watching movies, playing music, and such, especially when you're trying to charge them. But that's what I'm seeing for the time being. So that was a lot to take in. I was just going over what Musk has been tweeting about. I do appreciate the fact that he's continuing to tweet about Tesla. Musk has gotten some criticism because of the fact that he is involved in too many things and he has less time for Tesla. But we're not going to make that claim because let's just give Musk a chance. Like I said before, he is very capable, just like Ron Barron was saying. And we just have to give it some time. Um, what I mean by that is just give Musk some time. Let's see how he leads Doge and what he has to offer. And then let's see how well he performs as CEO while simultaneously doing that. So just give him a chance. I'm sure Musk is going to do a great job, and we'll just give him the time he needs. And the last thing I want to say is that with everything that's going on, don't worry too much about Tesla's $30 trillion market cap or Tesla hitting 10,000, 100,000 a share. Don't worry about that, guys. Okay, $10,000 a share. It's a possibility, but it may take decades to get there. For now, we just have to focus on the roadmap in front of us, and that's why I'm talking about the short-term share price potentially running a little bit more, and then for like the more longer term, for many years to come, by the end of this decade, we could see Tesla hit the thousands per share, which should give us a very, very strong return on our investment. Now, this is not financial advice, but there were lots of buying opportunities when Tesla fell to the hundreds of dollars per share. And always remember to take advantage of these dip opportunities, right? It's always good to just dollar cost average for the long term if you are interested in doing that, because in the long term, it will most likely pay off very, very nicely. Not financial advice, but I'm just trying to say that. So, is Musk correct? Like I said before, I just can't say that. We just don't have enough information about the future. But his claim is going to be very dependent on FSD, and then it's going to be dependent on what they develop with Optimus. You have to take it one step at a time, and you have to see one domino fall for the next one to fall after that. So for now, we're going to focus on the first factor, which is Tesla getting their cells up, potentially expanding their gigafactories, their capacities, and factors like that, expanding Tesla energy storage. All of those factors are going to be the first thing we're going to focus on, and then also getting their AI FSD technology to improve to achieve autonomous driving. And we'll see if Tesla achieves that by the end of this decade, if not much sooner. We'll see if they launch robotaxi over the next couple of years. We're going to take it one step at a time. Then we'll focus on the next thing, the next thing. Then that's what's going to help the share price grow. I personally, if I were to give a prediction, I think that Tesla will achieve autonomous driving technology and the robotaxi will become a reality. I think that Tesla's future does hinge upon it. And I think that it's going to work out very, very nicely. But the only thing is, I don't know how long it's going to take for us to get that. Could take many years, could take decades. Who knows? But I wouldn't say decades. I would say based off the progress that's being made, it could be happening by the end of the decade, hopefully. And then that's going to drive the share price up for the short term, for many, many years to come. Can we achieve a massive share price valuation of 10,000? It's always a possibility, but we have to wait for other factors to develop first. All right. So I thank you all so much for listening. Please enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will be back tomorrow with another update. Until then, have a great weekend and peace out.